giving recommendations. So, oh my god, that voice crack. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am just going to be showing you guys the kind of clubs that I personally would join and just like recommending them to you and showing you what to look for when you're looking for a club. I'm just gonna be giving very basic examples, but I'm just gonna show you like why I'm giving these examples and how you can apply that for other clubs no matter their size or theme or whatever. I also have taken like 2 hours to record this video because for some reason when I unplugged my mic and plugged it back in, my Windows just decided to completely reject it, and so it was undetectable for like 30 minutes, and then my OBS decided to stop working too, so the mic was just completely broken. So now I'm just using a different program, and that was very annoying. And if you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, it's because I'm on my alt account. I'm trying to level it up because I impulsively decided to join a team and I don't want to spend the star coins on my main account, so I'm just going to use the ones that I do have on here. My first example that I want to give is Sunforce. The reason I recommend this club is not because it's big and popular, but because of what they display in their open server. They have a channel where they allow their members to tell everyone else their experiences in the club, and from what I've heard, it's amazing in there. And that's something you can look out for with clubs. Like, just see if they're mindful like that. You know, they care about their members' opinions and they want other people to know it too, and they're just very open about what it's like inside the club. If a club you're interested in doesn't have this feature, you could literally just message some of the members that are currently in the club and ask like, hey, what's it like in there? Like, is everyone super friendly and inclusive? Do you guys talk a lot? Are events fun? Like, you can definitely do that. It's not illegal. Another club I want to recommend is the club Sweethearts. They are not, where am I going? They are not on the NA region, but I am just giving them like as an example because they are super cute. Their theme is adorable, and I think it leads into my next point where you want to join a club that has a very specific theme. A lot of clubs have a certain vibe, like they're dark themes or like they're cute themed, but you want to have a club where it's very specific. Like, what exactly are they cute about? Like, some clubs, they're cute themed, but it's about like bakery and stuff like that. Some clubs are about vampires specifically, so it's a dark theme, but it's a specific dark theme. The reason I recommend a club have a very specific theme is because it genuinely helps bring people together, and it could be something that they bond over. For example, a club with vampires, you guys can bond over Twilight or the Vampire Diaries or things like that. I recommend clubs like this because right off the bat, it can just kind of feel like a home to you, especially if the theme is something that you genuinely connect with and it's like your favorite thing ever. Like, for example, you really like cats or dogs and you join a club that is cat or dog themed, you're probably gonna love it there. I mean, as long as they're, you know, good people. But it will genuinely be a place that you like and want to be in because it's about something that you love. A club doesn't have to be about horses just because it's on a horse game. I know that seems fairly obvious, but there's way too many clubs themed around horses, and it can get kind of boring like that. So if you are going to join a club that has a horse theme, make it a like unique type of horse theme. Like, maybe it's based around a mythical horse creature. Like, maybe it's based around unicorns. Then you will get people in your club that genuinely like unicorns. You just generally want to join a club that's unique in multiple different ways to you. That's why it's okay if you spend a very long time scouting just to see which clubs, you know, really catch your eye. A lot of them won't, some of them will, and some of them, even if you really like them upon joining, might still not be what you're looking for. You might like the theme, you might like the outfit, but you might just not get along with everybody, or just something's off and you can't really make any friends, you know. That's happened to me a lot, where I would join because, you know, I liked everything, but then everyone was kind of nice for like a day or two, and then they just didn't really care about you after that. Like everything just became log on, go to practice, get off. Like there wasn't really too much talking, and if there was, it wasn't really about anything personal, which is how you make friends. Sometimes you talk about like shallow funny things, sometimes you talk about personal things. It's how you build up a genuine healthy connection. I would definitely recommend joining a club that has Discord, and even better, has an open server, so that way you can get to know the members before joining. Like if you talk a lot in their open server, you'll likely get to know at least one or two people if they're active, and it should give you an idea of the kind of people that you'll be spending a lot of your time with. If you join an open server and none of the members are really active, and if they are, they're not very welcoming or friendly, then that should be your sign that this club is probably not going to be for you. But it's good to be cautious, because sometimes they only act really friendly in the beginning to like get you to join, and then once you do, you're just another like number to them on their roster. It's very important that you kind of feel it out. Maybe you wait a while, you know, to actually join and see if they're still just as kind to you, and maybe you actually make a friend before joining the club, something like that. The next club I recommend is South Witches. I don't know if they're a big club, but when I saw their profile picture, I was wowed. Like the reason I recommend joining them is because I personally think having good edits and a good profile picture and an organized Instagram is very important. They also have a post where it's kind of a funny moments, like silly haha thing, and that's also a really good thing to have. You want to join a club where you can see what it's like inside there before joining. The next club I recommend is Snow Dragons. Again, they have a really cute profile picture, I think done by the same person, and they have nice edits, they have a nice open server. Things like that are important, and that's why I recommend clubs like that. Not saying a club without these things can be bad, absolutely not. I've been in a lot of clubs where they didn't even, you know, have a profile picture. There was really nothing there. The Instagram wasn't set up, and they were still good clubs. I'm just saying it represents how much effort they put into the club. If they're willing to spend money on it and time and all of these things just to make everything look really good, they probably know what they're doing, and they're likely better off, and they're probably more committed than the average club, because it wouldn't really make sense to spend like $50 to $100 on the club Instagram alone and just disband a week later. So I think people that spend a lot of money and effort on the club are more likely to keep it open, and you won't have to worry about them disbanding. Not every club lasts forever, but it's likely the club will last a few years rather than a few weeks or a month. As for how to find clubs, I recommend just going on Instagram and looking on the Star Stable Club tag and scrolling through and seeing what really catches your eye, you know, see if they're on your region, and from there just, you know, kind of stalking them if their applications aren't open yet, and then, you know, joining their open server, talking to people, stuff like that. And as always, you can also just scroll in the Discord self-promo section in servers and look on there for clubs, because it's more of a direct way to join rather than Instagram. If you don't have Discord or Instagram and you don't want to get those things, you can absolutely just look in global. You can ask them if you would be able to join, and from there you can, you know, join and see if it's something that you really like. The biggest tip is don't try to join what's popular or famous or what other people recommend. Try to find what you like. You know, do you like their atmosphere? Do you like the theme? And I promise you will be fine. I know it can be hard to find a club that really fits you, whether it's just how they behave or their beliefs or maybe their requirements. but there is a club out there for you because there's just so many. So I think that if you wait a bit and you put effort into looking and all that stuff, then you will find the perfect club for you. That is it for now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful. I know it was kind of all over the place, like I was giving tips but also giving recommendations. So, oh my god, that voice crack. Maybe this was helpful for you. I can make more of these, I guess. So yeah, just let me know if you'd like more of these videos. As always, you guys are loved and appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye!